the dream. And in this dream, there was this huge building, this big building. Its top reached the heavens. And in this building, there were many floors and many stairways. On each floor, there were 4 stairways. Before you could go to these stairways, there was a door to the stairways on every floor. 2 stairways on each floor, on each side of the building, making it 4. The building was square, and there was a stairway on each side of the square in that building. And each floor was dark, hard to see. And each stairway was dark and hard to see. But peculiarly, I noticed another stairway in the middle of the building on every floor, from the first floor to the top floor, making it 5 stairways on every floor. But oddly, I noticed the stairway in the middle peculiarly was bright. It became clear when the door opened. It was light, and the light was very bright, but it was hard to see when the door was closed. On each floor, the door was closed, from the first floor to the top. See, the leaders of the building hid that reality from the people, that there was a 5th stairway on every floor. And in that stairway, through that door, was light that the leaders of this building didn't want the people to see. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 4. In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine unto them. And on every level of each floor was a higher level of success, are filled with those who are eager to learn the ways of the system of the building and its programs and teachings and philosophies and theologies and science and sports and cosmology. Isaiah chapter 53 and verse 6. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way, and Yahweh has laid on him the iniquity of us all. And to go to the different seminaries that contradict one another, to keep us feuding between each other in arguments and who's right about this and who's right about that. And they are told if they accomplish and complete their training, their public education successfully, they can go to the next level for success. We are told to go and get your degrees, and doctorate degrees, and medical license, and psychiatry, and philosophies, and sports, and music, and all the distractions that comes with it to keep us blinded from the light that's at the door of the 5th stairway. So we are distracted. We are distracted from seeing the light. John chapter 3, verse 19 and 20. This is the verdict. Light has come into the world, but people love darkness instead of light, because their deeds were evil. Everyone who does evil hates the light and will not come into the light, for fear that their deeds will be exposed. And I must tell you, at the very top floor, there are only 2 doors to exit. One of the doors is hidden, one of the doors are not. And once you reach success and wealth, they lead you to the door of destruction. That is not hidden from sight. They opens the door and allow you to exit. And as you exit, you then realize There's no balcony. There's no stairs. It's too late. You find yourself falling. Matthew chapter 15, verse 14. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. You realize it's death. You've been deceived. You've been fooled by the leaders of the building. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 5. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of Elohim, and we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. See, the building is the system, and Satan is the god of the system. Man is blind, leading the blind to the highest floor of the system, with only one way out that leads to destruction. The other way out, they hide from you. Christ is the light that they hide from us, the light they don't want us to see. Matthew chapter 11, verse 25 through 28. At that time, Jesus said, I praise you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because you have hidden these things from the wise and the learned, and revealed them to little children. Yes, Father, for this is what you were pleased to do. All things have been committed to me by my Father. No one knows the Son except the Father, and no one knows the Father except the Son, and those to whom the Son chooses to reveal him. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you shall find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Everyone in the building is being held captive, but Jesus, Yahweh Shah, Messiah, came to set the captives free. Luke chapter 4, verse 18. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he anointed me to preach good tidings to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim release to the captives and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised. But the system are holding the people captive in confinement, in sin, rebellion, violent, and open resistance and disobedient to Elohim, God Almighty, the creator of the heaven and the earth. And the four dark stairways is the broad way that leads to destruction. And many there will be that go that way, because broad is the way that leads to destruction, and narrow is the way that leads to life, and few there will be that will find it.